Yo, yes sir, baby. We live and we back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. Man, I'm here today bringing you another edition of my starting five for DraftKings and Fanduel. All right, but before we do that, y'all already know we got the lineup review going over the previous day's slate, going over my starting five that I posted for you all. Just trying to see my strategy and how we perform. Now we got a special treat today. We had a subscriber request. They wanted to see my FanDuel review as well, so we also got a FanDuel review for y'all. All right, so we gonna go through it kind of quickly, man, just to speed it up. Y'all know I don't like the videos being too long, so we gonna jump right into that. We got a special FanDuel lineup review. Y'all let me know how y'all like it, and if y'all like it, man, we can start adding it to the show every day. All right, but let's get to this lineup review. Very a solid night yesterday, man. Very good night, man. Won some money over here on DraftKings. I got my best lineup pulled up. This is the $40 single entry. We came in 12th place, man. Won 400 over here in the $40 single entry. So a little 10x I buy in over here. If you caught the updated starting five yesterday, you know I went with Kevin Porter Jr., Cade Cunningham, Josh Hart, Bobby Portis, and Christian and Wood. I'm sorry, that's early, man. Struggling out here. Wood from the Houston Rockets. All right. So let's start at point guard. We went Kevin Porter Jr. I just wanted to get some exposure to this Houston Lakers game, and I told y'all it could possibly be a little more tightly contested than the first game, just because of the nature of the NBA and how the Lakers have been struggling defensively. So we at 6,200, I thought that was a nice price for Kevin Porter Jr. We got him at right at 16% on right here. He gave us 37 DK points, man. Very solid effort from Kevin Porter Jr. I think this outing versus the Lakers here. Coming in the shooting guard, I went Cade Cunningham. All right, I just felt like I bought into the little coach speak a little bit. They said he had no minutes restrictions, so I thought 3,600, a guy who could possibly see 30 plus minutes. I just thought that value on yesterday's slate was too good to get away from. So we went on and got him here. You saw him right at 79% on in this $40 single entry. He only gave us 12 DK points. I'm okay with it because he got the minutes, man. He got right at 30 minutes. Maybe a little over, I believe, but so I was right in taking believing the coach and going to it. We just didn't get the production we wanted from him. But at 3,600 guys saying 30 plus minutes, he could have easily destroyed that price tag. Just didn't work out right here. Like I said, only 12 DK point, but it didn't hurt us too bad. As you can see, he was 79% on in this contest. All right. Coming in at small forward, I went Josh Hart with no Brandon Ingram. I told y'all guys, this is a forward or guard, whatever you want to call him. It doesn't matter what it is, but he rebounds the ball well. So I say he's a double threat every time he touches the court. Going this matchup against Phoenix, he fell one rebound short of the double for us, but still put together a nice game and gave us 34 DK points right here, over 6x for Josh Hart, pushing 7x. You gotta love that, especially at this 17% ownership. All right, coming in at my power four, went Bobby Portis. This was me taking the chance here. 4,500. His minutes have been slowly increasing. Coming in this matchup against the Detroit Pistons. I like Portis all day. I wasn't worried about the blowout or anything. I felt like his run was secure, especially with him not starting and they trying to work him back into the rotation and then back into form. So we got Bobby Portis right here, 19% on, man. Gave us an okay effort right here. 25 DK points, a little over 6x, but we definitely wanted a little more from him, but still very solid from Bobby Portis. All right. And now here Christian Wood for the Houston Rockets just ran it back with Wood here in this Lakers game. Got him at 4% on. Beautiful ownership, man. No, everybody went away from him. because you had all that value in the forward slash center spot with guys like Bobby Portis and Thanasis and things of that nature, the ownership fell on Christian Wood. I told y'all, if you saw the video yesterday, I like the spot for him. I like running them back right here against the Lakers. I figured the Rockets would be a little more competitive this go around. I was correct. Christian Wood gave us a nice double-double, man, and 55 DK points. Very solid effort from him, 8,300, and definitely a solid effort at this 4%. All right? Finishing out the lineup, man. I went Chris Paul right here. 7,600. Got him at 24% on. Going against the New Orleans Pelicans. I like Chris Paul in this matchup. It was an up-paced matchup for him. Going against these Pelicans. At 7,600, I felt that was a fair price tag, a little value over here, especially on the 5-game slate. You gotta get a little value where you can at. And Chris Paul had a nice game for us. Gave 53 DK points. Very solid effort from Chris Paul. Coming in at center, I wanted to go at least one of the pay up options, Luca or Giannis, especially on this 5-gamer. And Giannis was the way to go for me. I didn't like Luca in the matchup against the Heat. That Heat defense is very, very tough. I think before the not this game, but before the game before that, the Heat was only giving up like 95 points to opponents. So I definitely knew I didn't want to attack that Miami Heat defense, especially with a team in the Dallas Mavericks, who was already down a superstar. So the main focus could go on Luka. So that's why Giannis was the guy for me here, especially with all his help being out. Got him at 63%. He gave us a nice performance. Worship needed to be a little higher, especially at 11.6, but 59, pushing 60 DK points here. There's nothing to turn your nose up at. So very solid effort from Giannis, helped us out. And then finishing out the lineup lastly, I went his little brother, well, not his little brother, I think his older brother, who knows, Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Got him at right at 55% in this contest, but at 3,100, I knew if he got anywhere, I figured his minutes would be down a little bit from the previous game, especially with me expecting Bobby Portis to get a bump in minutes, but once he was starting, I figured he should see at least 20 to 25 minutes, and at 3,100, it wouldn't be hard for him to pay that salary off. So a nice performance from him at 20, right at 24 DK points. So there you have it, man. My best lineup on DraftKings, $40 signature, came in 12th place. We put up right at 300, just 7 points shy of coming in first here. I was hoping for OT so bad in that Lakers game, man. If we had got OT, we probably could have took some down last night, but very solid on DraftKings. All right, let's go take a look at FanDuel, see how my lineup did over there. All right, now on FanDuel, it's not my primary site, guys. I really just play single entries over here. So $1, $2, $5 single entries over on FanDuel. That's typically what I do over there. Played with one or two. This might have been the two. One, I think, and the $5 single entry yesterday. This is my best one. In this $1 single entry here, just cash. Put up 331. If you caught the starting five I did on FanDuel yesterday, I went with CP3, Tyler Hero, Kevin Porter Jr., Bobby Porter as well, and Christian Wood at the center. All right. So we start with over Chris Paul here. Like this price over here. I felt like he was a nice play yesterday. Got him at 24% on. He gave us 51 over here on FanDuel. Very solid effort from Chris Paul. You gotta love that. Coming in as shooting guard, I went Tyler Hero. I was surprised his ownership got to 37%. I figured with all that value, his ownership would be down over here on FanDuel, but still slightly elevated. But at 37%, he gave us right at 35 FanDuel points, and that's very solid effort from Tyler Hero. At the small forward, went Kevin Porter Jr. Just staying with him. I believe that. Excuse me, pardon me, guys. I want to go Kevin Porter. Fight. The price was too cheap. I love the matchup. I felt like Houston would play better, and I was correct. And Kevin Porter gave us 39 FanDuel points over here. And then at the power forward, Bobby Porter, same thing, man. Same concept as over on DraftKings. Expected his minutes to go up. Felt like his price was fair. I think it was 4,700 over here on FanDuel. We got him at 19% on. He gave us right at 26 DK points. So an okay effort right here from Bobby Portis. And then in my center spot, I just stayed with Christian Wood, man. I liked the price on the main two Rocket stars and just felt like I said, me feeling like they would be more competitive. I had no problem getting exposure to this Houston Rockets team across both sides, all right? Finishing out the lineup, I came back with Devontae Graham here. We're just trying to get a little different, and it gave me a little run back from Chris Paul, and sort of like the way to get another piece of that Pelicans Suns game. We knew we know Brandon Ingram was there. We knew there was plenty of shots to go around, so I wanted to get to Devontae Graham here. Got him right at 6% on. He gave us right at 34 DK points. Went Cade Cunningham over here, and my logic behind this was one, just trying to get different again. And he was more expensive over here on FanDuel, 5,000. But if he was gonna see 30 plus minutes, I felt like he could pay off a 5K salary. If he had 30 plus minutes, he could have even gave you 30 plus points, and that's a nice return at a 5K over here on FanDuel. Even if he was a little more expensive, I definitely want to get some exposure on FanDuel, as I figured they wouldn't go to him as much. As you can see, got him right at 19% on right here, guys. All right. Then finish that lineup. Just went Giannis. I told you my favorite pay up option yesterday. I wanted to get to at least one of them on a 5 game slate. Got the Giannis. Nice solid performance from him right here. 60 FanDuel points over here at 43% on. And then finish that lineup when his little brother again. Still same thinking, man. That 4,200, I had no problem getting to all of those Bucks bigs, as you can see across both sites. I just felt like they all could hit value in this game against the Pistons. So there you have it, man. My best lineup on FanDuel. Devontae Graham, Chris Paul, Tyler Hero, Cade Cunningham, Kevin Porter Jr., Giannis Antetokounmpo, Bobby Portis, Thanasis, and Christian Wood. Like I said, just a little double up. Came in the money over here in this single entry. All right. Y'all let me know, man, how y'all feel about the FanDuel lineup review. We can do it every day if y'all like. Give me some feedback in the comment section. Let me know what y'all want to see, all right? But let's get to today's starting five. Let's see if we can keep the win streak going, man. Try to add to our bankrolls over here, all right? Coming in on DraftKings today. At the top, man, at point guard, I want to look at Kemba Walker. 5,900. I still think it's a fair price for him. Maybe a little too cheap. He mainly provides scoring, so his performances are going to be up and down. But going against the Indiana Pacers, an up-paced matchup for him right here. A team in the Pacers who have just been giving it up fantasy-wise, especially to the point guard. I think you can look at Kemba Walker right here in this matchup, especially with the Pacers being the strength of their defense is going to be down low with Miles Turner protecting the rim and things of that nature. Sabonis an okay defender. So I think that would lead to them Kemba a few more shot opportunities. As Randall likes to play with his back to the back and like get to the rim, that could be a little bit more difficult for him, especially like I said with Miles Turner down there for the Pacers. All right, they might actually put Turner on Randall. I think that's a real possibility, especially with the Knicks center not being very offensive minded. They may try to slide and hide some bonus over there on them. So Julius Randle could have a tough matchup here going against one of the better defenders in the league in Miles Turner. I think that can lead to a little more ball handling, a little more of the offense going through Kemba Walker. I like taking a shot on him at 5,900 in this matchup. Coming in as shooting guard, I think you can go right back to Gary Trent Jr., man, going against the Washington Wizards. He's just playing big minutes over here. Should be a few more shots for him, especially anticipating with Scotty Barnes still being out today. I definitely think you can get the Gary Trent Jr. in a pace-up matchup going against the Washington Wizards at 5,100. He may be too cheap over here tomorrow. I definitely like Gary Trent Jr. Coming in at small forward, I want to go right back to Josh Hart. Price did not move, 4,900. You saw him just have a very solid game this game. Last night, he come against the Sacramento Kings, an up-paced matchup for a small forward who gives you real double-double potential. I definitely will have plenty of Josh Hart tonight in this matchup against the Kings. Coming in at power forward, I want to look at Wendell Carter Jr. I ain't at 6,100. Going against the Boston Celtics. He's been solid, man. As long as he gets the minutes, he has been very solid. You can see him averaging close to 32 DK points per game over here at 6,100. Going against a matchup against the Boston Celtics should be a little tougher for him, but I like his chances as he's a semi-polished offensive big man. All right, I think he can really get some things going against Al Horford here. He may be a little too young and athletic, but Horford's a solid defender, so it's a tough matchup, but I like going to him, especially the 6,100 price tag for a guy you know who can give you a great return on it, all right? And then coming in at some, I just want to look at Jordan Valanciunas, man. This matchup against the Sacramento Kings, up pace matchup for him. Rashawn Holmes is not big enough down low for Valanciunas. Valanciunas should be able to have his way in this matchup and really give you a big double here. I like Jonas Valanciunas. I ain't at 8,500 on DraftKings. So there you have it. My starting five on DraftKings: Kemba Walker, Gary Trent Jr., Josh Hart, Wendell Carter Jr., and Jonas Valanciunas. Man, get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pool. You know I'm gonna have them in mind. All right. Let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what we liking over there, all right? Coming in at FanDuel, hey man, I don't care. You might be tired of seeing him, but at 8,300, it's still too criminal for Damian Lillard. As long as FanDuel has his price down here, I am going to play him every slate on FanDuel. It is what it is. All right, I'm telling you, he's too good of a player. I know he's struggling right now. The shot is just not falling. If you, some of y'all out there, y'all might can't stomach this play. That's fine. You can get away from him, but I can't. I'm telling you right now, 8,300. I'm gonna be playing Dame Lillard. Plenty of them on FanDuel. I don't gotta go into it. It's Dame, man. The starting point guard. You know what he can do. Going against the Cleveland Cavaliers here. I expect Dame to have come out of his slump and have a nice shooting performance here real soon. All right. But get you some Dame Lillard on FanDuel. Coming in at shooting guard, I want to look at Nikhil Alexander Walker, man. 6,100. This should be one of the better fantasy environments on the slate here, man. I like this game. Should be these young guys are going to get up and down the court, push the ball, and I like taking a shot on Nikhil Alexander Walker here, especially if Ingram is going to be out again. We don't know, but we anticipate him being out. Definitely got to keep our ears open for that news. But I like Nikhil Alexander Walker at 6,100 right here. Coming in small forward, I want to look at OG Anunoby. I like the price tag, 7,300. I think he might be slightly underpriced in this game against the Washington Wizards. If you just look at his production this year and type of performance he's capable of, you get him in an up pace matchup with no Scotty Barnes again, so it should be some few more shots to go around for some of the offensive starters, and OG Anunoby being one of the highest usage players on the starters right now. He does everything across the stat sheet for you, man. He can fill it up, and if he brings that offensive game and gets some scoring going, that's when you can see real big type performances from OG. We've seen OG Anunoby give you 50, pushing 60. I like getting to him at this 7,300 price tag on FanDuel. Coming in at power forward, I think we can go right back to Nicholas Batum. If Morris is out once again, I expect Batum to still be in the lineup. Expect him to see 30 plus minutes. He's another one of those guys who will give you a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to wow you and everything, but he's going to give you a few rebounds, a few assists. He can get you a steal here or there. If the offense is going and he can get you double digit scoring, you can see a nice return. It's 4,600, but I like getting to him right here. Should be a very safe play right here and a play with some upside and a ceiling to get to. And coming in at center over here on FanDuel, I want to look at Clint Capella. In this matchup going against the Brooklyn Nets, who don't really have a center, we saw Clint Capella finally get over 30 minutes last game out, so I'm expecting him to be back to full run now, full go, and at 6,400 over here on DraftKings, he can absolutely crush this against the Brooklyn Nets, man. I'm talking big double potential, 15 and 15 over here for Clint Capella, man. I like him at this price tag on FanDuel. Think he can give us a nice return, all right? So there you have it, man. My starting five for FanDuel: Damian Lillard, Nikhil Alexander Walker, OG Anunoby, Nicholas Batum, and Clint Capella. All right, get you some exposure to these players, man. Get them in your player pool. You know I'm gonna have them in mind. All right, that's gonna do it for us here today. Y'all know the motto, man. Chances make champions. Y'all green up, man. I see y'all tomorrow. All right, let's go.